Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm just showing today's just a quick run through of a hull layout, just a layout design. This will be the helicopter carrier. I did have another design for an aircraft carrier and it sucked. So I think this one with the round nose looks a bit better. I'm not sure, so the maximum height is the top of the tower here. So I don't know if I need to make the superstructure a little bit higher. Obviously, this is very early. It's going to be windows and all this kind of stuff in it, right? This is very early in the design. Yeah. So I don't know if I should make one more deck to the superstructure there. Make it one deck higher and then put the radar and stuff on that. We'll have a couple of guns down low in the front and in the back. And this track in the middle is going to be for the helicopters. So basically, you'll land back here, and the platform will slide forwards, and then it'll be an elevator that takes the helicopter down. And you'll be able to store up to 2 helicopters inside, and then you can have a helicopter outside. Now, because the way the building thing works, I can only put 2 helicopters on the deck. And I can't put any helicopters down below because you have to pack the helicopters up to bring them down below. So if you want to add helicopters, you'll need to do that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make a helicopter pack. There's lots of helicopters you can find on the workshop. I'll add 2 to it. I'll add a rescue type helicopter, which is just a basic transport helicopter. And then maybe I'll add one that has missiles on it and a gun. So just like a basic combat helicopter, something, maybe a couple small helicopters, nothing too big. Yeah, if I scale them down, I might be able to get away with 3 if I scale them down. I'll see what I can do. But it's all based on the medium jet engine and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, and then of course the rotor, the rotor diameter. Oh, here, let's do this. Let's turn up some waves here. So it's stable. It's stable because it's wide. It's just as wide as the supply ship. So I think it'll do really well. There's enough room. It's deep enough to have one. You can have 2 helicopters down below, and then have the deck door closed. And like I said, then you can have a couple helicopters on the deck. So I'll be adding winches and all this kind of stuff. And then we'll need lights. This one's going to have a lot of lights on it. And a lot of painted blocks. Because we'll need, direction and all that. What I'll do is I'll do some research on some aircraft carriers. And I'll see what kind of lights and stuff on what they have. And yeah. So if I add one more deck here. If I make the deck one higher up to this height here. There would be room for two helicopters. So you could have 4 helicopters inside instead of 2. But my concern is that it might be too tall. Because we're limited in the length of the ship. I don't want it to be too high and then it just looks like a big block. I mean, most of them do look like a big block. But for me, this is all right because this is a full deck here. I can make this open, and then of course where the black line is, the outsides here, these go all the way down, and that's going to be where the living space is and all that kind of stuff is, right? And then the center would be the helicopters. So I think that'll be all right. I can't do anything in the back. This is where the engine is, and the nuclear reactor tower. So yeah, so it's just going to take a little bit of sorting out. But this is just the intro for this. So I haven't abandoned the supply ship. I'm going to finish that first, and then we'll jump into this aircraft carrier, and then we'll try and do a landing ship. Now, I don't know if I want to do a big landing ship or a small landing ship. I'm not sure. I'd like to do the big landing ship because I have that big ferry, but I don't know if the ferry might be too big. Maybe I'll take this and scale it down into something smaller. And then I could just convert it over. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.